Yes, in the last class we have learned about a string concatenation function and a string comparison function. Now we are going to be learning the concept of a string copy function. Okay, so what is the purpose of copy? You are copying one string into another string. You are copying one string into another string. Okay, so to copy one string into another string, then you have to use this strcpy function. Okay, so most of the time we were using these kinds of functions whenever we are working with a computer system. Okay, so if I want to copy this content, I have to select it and copy it. Then what is the code behind that? This string copy function only. Okay, yes, by using this string copy function, I can copy one string into another string. Then what is its syntax? Here the syntax is, here appears strcpy. Strcpy stands for string copy function. Okay, yes, let us see what exactly here happened. String 1 comma string 2. Okay, here string 2 is copying into string 1. Whatever the content is present will be stored in your string 2. That string 2 is copying into string 1. So whatever the content is present in the right side will be copied into the left side. Okay, please make a note. Whatever the content present in right side will be copied into the left side variable. Okay, so here string 2 may be the character or a variable or a string constant, whatever it may be. You are copying that string 2 into string 1. For example, if you see here string copy, this is a city is a variable and Delhi is the string. You are copying the Delhi into the variable city. Okay, character array variable city. Okay, so here it is the same thing as the suggested. Will assign the string Delhi to the string variable city. Okay, now what does it mean? Here you are observing here string strcpy city1 comma city2. Whatever the value present in city2 is copying into city1. Whatever the value present in city2 is copying into city1. Okay, yes, so we'll assign the content of the string variable city2 to the string variable city1. The size of a city1 should be large enough to receive the content of city2. Then whenever the copying, then the content, whatever the copying content must be large enough. So to understanding this program, let us see how we will copy by using string comparison function. This program explains how to copying one string into another by using strcpy function, and also we can perform that task by using without strcpy function. Okay, so let me first explain by using strcpy function how we are copying. Okay, now I'm copying this program. Take the new file and paste it. So afterwards, this is a strcpy function. Now your copy hash include stdio.h, hash include conio.h, and void main function. This is a string handling function, right? So you have to suppose to include string.h file, and next you have to write void main function. Next you are doing character array variable declaration. Character array variable char data type string 1 of 10. This is a character array variable with the size 10. You can store only 10 elements. Okay, please make a note. And afterwards you are declared two variable, that is str1 10, str2 of 10. Afterwards you are using clear screen. Now you are writing one output statement. Enter the first string. So scanf, as you know, while entering you are not supposed to give blank spaces. And writing one more output statement, printf, enter the second string. You have to enter the value from the keyboard and store in the str2 variable. Afterwards what you are directly doing, you are copying. What you are copying? String 1 comma string 2. So now please observe, you have copied something in string 1, right? You have entered some value in string 1, and also you have entered some value in string 2. When you perform this operation, whatever the value present in str1 will be copied, replaced with str2 only. Okay, now the first string is the same as the second string, %less string 1. Whether first string is the second string, let me check. Okay, yes, let me check after the copy whether the same or not. Let me check. Okay, yes, let me save it first. Okay, so what is the purpose here? Whatever the content present in str2 will be copied into str1. Whatever the value exists in str1 will be replaced with str2. Got it? Yes. Now let us save it. Afterwards, you are displaying the content. Okay, str1. If you display the str1, it will show the same thing. Okay. Okay. Before that, let me take first string. Second is let me modify some output. Okay, let me copy here. After entering that, it has to immediately, before processing, it has to display string 1 and also it has to display string 2. Okay, it has to display string 1 and string 2. Okay, it is the string 1 and it is string 2. Clear? So after processing that, what you are displaying, after copying, then you are displaying the same output of string 1 and string 2. Now you will find what it will get. Okay, I have little modified my program. What is it is, you are entering a string. I am entering in SMC. What is the second string? BCA. So I am displaying what is the string 1, SMC. What is the string 2? BCA. After copying in str2, what is that? BCA. BCA will be copied into str1. So automatically whatever the content present in str1 will be replaced with str2. If you display str1, it will show BCA. In str2, it is also consist of BCA. Okay, so let me save it and ensure that you are storing in appropriate folder. That appropriate folder is the turbo c3. Here you are typing what is the function? strcpy, right? strcpy1.c. okay, so I'm storing and let me close it and open our editor. Already our editor is minimized, right? And press the F5 full screen and open F3. And what is the name of our program? strcpy1.c. right, this is our program. Let me compile. Is there any error? All definite compiling. Running control F9. So it is asking for a first string. I am giving SMC. Now it is BCA. So before copying, string 1 is SMC, string 2 is BCA. After copying, it is a BCA. Okay, so if you want a clear explanation, you can give before copy of string 1 is before copy of string 2 is, here it is after copy of string 1 is after copy of string 2 is. Got it? Yes. Now save it. Now compile it and run it. Okay, yes, I am entering SMC Sherva. Okay, SMC Sherva. So before copy of string 1, SMC. Before copy of string 2, Sherva. After copy of string 1, after copied that, what happened? SMC is replaced with Sherva. In string 2, it is already having Sherva only. Got it? So likewise, it will copy. So if you want to do the same copying operation without using this built-in function, then we have to follow this program. Let us copy this program and I will explain. Okay, let me copy and take the new file and paste it, and now give attention on this. Okay, we have to include stdio.h hash include conio.h. that's it, because without using strcpy, right, we are not supposed to include string handling function. So you are declaring to character array variable. If you are taking I, means some of a looping statement is exist. Okay, yes. Now you are writing, enter first string, you have to enter first string value, that is SMC. You are enter second value, that is BCA. Okay, now I am comparing str2 of I. Okay, for example, your understanding purpose, I have taken SMC here I am taking it is a BCA. What is the value I am reading from the keyboard? SMC BCA. So in 0th location B, first location C, second location A, in which str2 of 0 1 2, right? Str of 0 location, what is the value? I value is already initialized 0. Str of 0, what is the value? B. B is not equal to null. What is this condition states? B is not equal to null. Condition is true, right? If condition is true, here it will come. Now what it will happen? Str1 of 0. Str1 of 0, what is the value? Yes, in that location what you are storing? Str2 of 0 value. So you are storing B value in the place of S. Okay, next you are incrementing I value. Now it become 1. 1 is not equal to null. Condition true. In one location it consists of C. C is not equal to null. Condition is true. It will enter here. And in str1 of 1, what is str1 of 1? M. M will be replaced with str2 of 1. What is str2 of 1? C. C will be stored in M. Okay, and I plus plus 2 plus plus 1 plus plus 2, once again it will come here. Str2 of 2, what is the str2 of 2 location value? A. Correct. A is not equal to null. Condition true. Now str1 of 2, 1 of 2 location, 1 of 2 location value, what is there? C. C will be stored with A. Got it? Str2 of 2 location value is A. That will be stored in this location. Okay, and now you are incrementing the value. What is the value? I plus plus 2 plus plus, it is a 3. Is there any content? No. Now after the A, it doesn't have any content. It is a null. Blank. Blank is nothing but a null. Nothing. So nothing is not equal to nothing. Condition false. It will skip. Now in str1 of 3 location you are storing nothing. Okay, afterwards first string is the same as second string you are displaying. Got it? So likewise you are copying. Okay, so this program is without using strcpy function. Which one is easy? You can decide it. Okay, now let me run my program. Open my program, F3 key. Now strcpy2.c and function key F5. Compile it now. So it consists of 6 errors. So that errors, let us see illegal characters. So we have not referred here. This is a thing. Okay, okay, now save it, compile it. One double quotation has missed. That double quotation shows 6 errors. Afterwards compiled, run it, control F9. It is asking for that SMC, second one BC. After copying that, what it will happens? First string is the same as second string now. Okay, after copying that, BCA will be stored, hence it will store as first string is the same as second string. Clear? Yes. So that is about your strcpy function. And now we are moving to the next function, that is the strlen function. So these string handling functions are very important. 2 months as well as 5 months, very important questions. So please go through it. You need not to be concentrate on these type of programs. This program is only for your understanding purpose, but these programs are very important. Okay, this please make a note. Now next our program is the string length function. So by using this function I can count number of character present in a string. What is the purpose of a string length function? It functions, counts and returns the number of characters in a string. If I want to count number of characters present in your string, then we have to use string length function. Then what is its syntax? This is the general syntax of your string length function. N is equal to strlen of string. For example, if I write SMC, what is the length of SMC? 3. So automatically in N it will store 3. Okay, got it? So likewise it will store integer values. It counts number of characters present in your string. Okay, now let us see the sample program related to strlen function. Okay, by using string length function, strlen stands for string length. Okay, this program is of built-in function. By using this built-in function, how we are calculating our Okay, number of character present in our string. So this is a string length function, right? So we have to include string.h header file. Compulsory string.h header file is required. Every program start with main function, afterwards open curly brace. Now I am declaring my variable, character array variable. What is the name of a character array variable? str. What is its length? Size is 20. Now here int l we have taken. What is the variable here? L. Now I am writing the clear screen. We have to enter the string. So here getAs function we have used. Why we have placed this scanf function in the comment? Because whenever you are entering the values, if you provide a space, then it will terminates, right? Whatever the space provided character will be terminates. If you want to access the spaces also, then you have to supposed to use getAs function. So getAs function str, I do not know, I can type anything. Whatever I am typing, it has to be stored in str of up to 20 characters. Afterwards, now let us see here, l is equal to str length of str. For example, while running my program, I have given smc space bca space shirva. So now what is the total length of this string? Please observe here, 1 2 3. After the space is also one space, right? It is also one character because getAs is accept as the space is also a character. 4 5 6 7, and after the space is also one character. 8 9 10 11 12 13 and 14. Got it? smc space bca space shirva. What is the length? 14. So that 14 can be identified by this string length function and will store in l. Now if you display, because you are displaying the integer value, right? For that sake you are using %d here. The length of the string %d is l. It will display 14, right? While running this program, let us give smc space bca space shirva whether it will return 14 or something else. Okay, strlen1.c. yes, open my editor. Yes, f2 f3. What is the name of a program? strlen1.c. right? Now function key fi. Please observe here, copy. So compile, one error is exist. Let us see unknown preprocessor directory. Please observe, I have typed ash include spelling as mistake, so it is showing unknown preprocessor directory. Got it? Yes, include clud. Yes, save it and compile it and run it. If you run it, it will ask for the string. Now I am entering the string as smc or bca space shirva. What is its length? 14, right? 3 4 4 8 10 12 14. Whether it will give 14 or not, we will see. Whether it is 14, yes, correct. For example, I am running once again this program. Okay, I am typing. Please observe here, smc bca shirva manchakal and famous location in rural region. Okay, I'm typing something. Please observe here, I'm typing. But how many characters it will store? Only it will store only 20 characters. How long it will be accepted? It will be accepted until unless you press the enter key. Now I am pressing the enter key. Okay, now I am pressing the enter key. So after pressing the enter key, what happened? It has to store only first 20 characters and display only the first 20 characters. It is getting slow. Let me close and open it. Okay, yes, Turbo C++. Open. What is the file name? strlen.c, right? Sorry, f3 strlen1.c. this is our program. Compile it, run it. It has to smc bca shirva manchakal church is very famous. I am pressing now enter. If I press the enter, it is giving the length as 45. But if you display, please observe here, it is showing the length of the string. Okay, it is showing the length of the string because it is using it as a function. In the get as a function, it will show 45 characters. If you try to display that str, please observe now, I'm printing entered string is percental s slash n double quotation comma str. Okay, yes. Now save it, compile it and run it. Now let us see smc bca shirva manchakal church is very famous in this locality. Afterwards I am pressing the enter key, so it is showing 62 characters of the length. Okay, whatever the length you have entered, it is showing as a 62, but while displaying it will store only first 20 characters. Here it is a 14, till to Shirva it is a 14, right? After the 14 rest is Manchakal, 15 is blank space, and so on. It is a display. So this is about string length function. And if you want to calculate the string without this strlen function, then how we can do it? Let me copy this program without using string length function. Okay, without using string length function, how we are processing that information. Okay, so void main write hash include stdio.h hash include bonio.h. Any mistakes? Yes, here we have made a mistake. So here string handling function is not required because without using string length function we are processing, right? So now we are declaring the variable and we are declaring int I, means we are using some looping purpose. Okay, looping concept is execute. Now enter the, afterwards declaring the variables I comma l is equal to 0. You are writing the clear screen, you are writing one output statement. This is output statement we have written, enter the string. So to enter the values with the spaces, then we have to supposed to use getters function. So I am using getters function. I'm writing now for loop for I is equal to 0 semicolon str of I, str of 0, whatever the value you have entered. For example smc bca, please observe here. So what is its length? 4 plus 3 7. For I is equal to 0, str of 0, str of 0 location, what is the value? S, right? Str of 0th location, what is the value we have stored? S. S is not equal to null, condition is true. If the condition is not true, L value will be incremented. L value is already 0, 0 plus plus it is 1. Afterwards I value will be incremented. Now I become 1, str of 1 in one location m, 1 m is not equal to null, condition true, L value will be incremented, it is 2, right? Afterwards I value will be incremented. Now I becomes 2, str of 2, str of 2 location c, c is not equal to null, condition true, L value will be incremented, it becomes 3. Likewise it will evaluate and then it will show the length of the string. Okay, yes. Now let me save it. strlen2.c. okay, and open here, alt enter, f3 2.c. This is without using string length function we are calculating, right? Alt F9, control F9. Okay, now I'm entering smc bca sherwa manchakal is very popular. Yes, now it is showing the length is 40. If you try to print the string, it will show only first 20 characters. Got it? We are not printing here. If you print this string, then it will show only first 20 characters. Okay, so likewise by using this string length function, you are calculating the length of characters present in your string. Okay, so that is the usage of your string length function. Now our next function is the string lower function. This questions how it will ask means explain any 5 built-in string handling function, but likewise that question has asked You just go through your previous question paper. In your previous question paper you can came to know how you will do this. Okay, so now let us see what is the purpose of string lower function. So by using this string lower function, it converts uppercase letters to lowercase. In your string, if it consists the uppercase, then it automatically converts into lowercase. Okay, so that is the purpose of strlwr function. Strlwr function stands for string lower function. Then what is its syntax? Strlwr of whatever the string you are passing, that string will be converted into lowercase. Okay, so to understand this program, let us see, copy this program. I'm copying and taking new and paste it. Right, string and void main, right, enter a string in uppercase. You have to enter the string in uppercase. Your ampersand is not required. Scanf, if you are using the scanf, you should not supposed to give spaces. Okay, if you give the space, then what happens, as you know, right? So here clear a screen we are adding. So next you are displaying. While displaying we are processing. Please observe here, while displaying you are processing. Okay, result %s is equal to strlwr of a. Okay, yes, now let me save it. strlwr dot c. Okay, save it and open your file. Alt enter F3 strlwr.c. Now compile it. Now run it. Now it is asking enter a string in uppercase. I'm entering my string in uppercase. Please observe here, smc space Sherwa space Manchakal, Department of Computer Science. Whether it is acceptable? No. Why? You have used scanf function. It only shows SMC. Okay, if I press the enter key, the result is only SMC. Why? It is not accepting all the other things, because in your program you have written this scanf function. So please make in a comment line and use the getters function. Getters of a, C is a case sensitive. Okay, case sensitive means you have to type in lowercase letters only. Now you type, enter a string in uppercase, SMC BCA Manchakal, Department of Computer Science. Okay, so I have entered like this. If I press enter, it will show SMC BCA Manchakal, Department of Computer Science in lowercase letter. Got it? So that is the usage of your lowercase letter. So next our concept is uppercase letter. So if you enter the string in lowercase letter, it will convert into uppercase letter. Okay, this strupr function, by using this strupr function, it converts lowercase characters into uppercase. Then what is the syntax? strupr of string. strupr of string. Got it? Yes. So this is the importance of strupr function. Now let me copy this program. Already a program is exist. Okay, copy and paste here. So this is the program. Afterwards clrs here. Yes. Okay, char is the data type and you are declare the character array variable. Clear screen function, enter a string in lowercase. Here ampersand is not required, right? Okay, after here while displaying your processing, please observe here, in displaying itself only you are processing. Okay, strupr of a. Okay, now let me save it. strupr, right? upr.c. Okay, if you enter the character in lowercase, it will convert into uppercase. Right, compile and sorry, you have saved strupr.c. Open your editor. F3 for opening a file. What is the name of a file? strupr.c. Right, this is our program, right? So let me compile. Alt F9 and run it. Control F9. It is asking a string to enter in lowercase. If I enter SMC space BCA space Sherwa space Department of Computer, Department of CS, then what happens? We have used in our program as a scanf function. It only converts SMC as capital. Got it? If you want to convert it, then what you have to supposed to do here, instead of scanf, what you have to supposed to use, getters function, getters of a. If you use the getters of a, whatever the values you are entering in the lower case, it will be converted into uppercase. SMC space BCA space Shirva Manchakal Department of Computer Science, Computer Science, right? I'm pressing enter. So automatically, if you enter the lowercase letter, it will convert into uppercase letter. So these kinds of application programs are very important in your softwares. So the likewise it is using. So if you want to do without using uppercase, without using this strlwr, strupr as well as strlwr, then you have to supposed to use this program. Okay, now let us see what is the program we are using. Okay, now let me check what is the program we are performing. Without using what we are doing, without using strupr and strlwr function, we have to convert so string into uppercase as well as lowercase. We have to convert uppercase as well as lowercase. Okay, so hash include stdio.h, hash include conio.h is a common, but this is a program explains without using strlwr, strupr how you are converting string into lowercase and string into uppercase. Okay, enter a string in lowercase. We have to enter a string in lowercase. First we are declaring the character array variable with the size 10, and here high value is 0. If you are taking I means compulsory a looping statement is exist. First you are writing one output statement, enter a lowercase. So you can either use scanf or getters. If you use the getters, space is also accessible, right? So next you are writing while condition. Please observe here, while s of I. So for example, I have entered SMC space BCA. Okay, enter a string in lowercase. Now I want to convert into uppercase, right? Now please observe here, lowercase to uppercase. Okay, now if you observe here, yes, s of 0, in s of 0 location s is exist, s is not equal to null, condition is true. Now please observe here, in s of 0 is equal to s of 0 minus 32. So why it is the 32? Please make a note. Okay, yes, what is the ASCII value of capital A? 65. Where it ends? Z, 90. 65 to 90 is the 26 characters, right? 91 to 96 is some other different characters are there, right? So 26 plus 6, 32. Got it? So what is the s of I value? S of I value is small s. Small s value is having some value in ASCII value. If you process with minus 32, automatically it will come. For example, let us see here. Here I am explaining. What is the value of A? A value is 97. 97 minus 32. So what is the value of 97 minus 32? It is 65. So your arithmetic process you are doing and storing 65 in S of I means it is automatically, while displaying the string, it will print as uppercase character. Got it? Yes, likewise. So in the same sense, s minus 32, small s minus 32, it will print capital S. Small m minus 32, it will print capital M. Small c minus 32, it will print capital C. Suppose if you want to print uppercase letter into lowercase, then what you have to supposed to do? Here you have to give plus 32. That's all. Okay. Yes. Let me check. Okay. After processing this, okay, in 0th location s is there, not equal to null. Now you are processing with minus 32. Automatically this small s is converting into capital S, and now you are incrementing the I value. I value is 0 plus plus, it becomes 1. In S of 1, it consists of I m. m is not equal to null, condition true. If condition is true, it will come here. S of 1 is equal to S of 1 minus 32. S of 1 consists of m minus 32. It will come to the capital M. Capital M will be stored in S of 1 location. Okay. After processing like this, it will come to display. To display, you can either use printf function or puts function. Now I am using puts function. Okay. Yes. Let me save it. This is str.c. I am giving str.c and I am opening my file. Alt enter and F3 str.c. This is our program. Let me compile. Let me run. This program logic is without using strlwr or strupr function. Okay. So if I enter smc bca in small, smc bca small, if I enter, it will give smc. Why it is not printing the bca? Because scanf function you have used. If you used no, that is the function I have used. Get s of s, s of I not equal to null, condition correct. Okay, let me try this printf function. Save it, compile it and run it. smc bca. So it is printing only smc. Why? While attending the space, it is accessing as whether it is a null character or not. Maybe here it is wrong. Yes. It is only smc, not bca. Let me make it as a O. It is not a O, not actually part of this one, right? Only SMC. Not equal to until unless, if likewise it will come while giving, you have to supposed to specify /n. Okay, sometimes it may happens. Okay, so if it is happens like that, then you have to supposed to give the condition as a /n smc bca. It is showing as the same thing. Okay, no problem, we will explain this later. Okay, so you just give focus, it is not required actually. In that same sense, you can convert into uppercase by pressing +32. Okay, and last function is the string handling function, that is a str reverse function, that is str rev function. Okay, so what is the purpose of string reverse? If I enter smc, it will print cms. If I enter smc, it will print cms. Okay, yes, it reverses the character string characters in a given string. Okay, then what is its syntax? strrev of string. Okay, now let us understand this program and take this file new and paste it. So it is a string handling function, main function. Afterwards, character array variable, you have to supposed to declare character array variable, and now you have to enter a string. After entering a string, scanf you are using, ampersand is not required. So while entering, you are not supposed to give the space. If you want to give the space means, then you put in a comment line and use the getters function, getters of e. Okay, yes. Afterwards, strrev of, please observe here, you are reversing a string. After reversing a string, the reverse strings are reversed, and while displaying, it will display in reverse order. Okay, so for this, you first display this printf function, copy and paste. Before reversing the string, and this is after reversing the string. After reverse string, then we will see. Okay, yes, let me save it. Now it is strrev.c, and open your editor, alt enter F3 strrev.c, and compile. Now one error is there. What is that? Statement missing. Here it is the statement missing, please observe here. Okay, yes, save it, compile, alt F9, control F9, run it. Now it is asking smc bca. So if I press the enter key, before reversing the string smc bca, after reverse string acb space cms. Got it? Yes. So likewise it will be reversed. So till now we have learned about string. What are the functions we have learned? str CAT function, string concatenation function. Second one is the string comparison function. Third one is the string copy function. Fourth one string length function. Fifth one string lower function. Sixth one string upper function, and seventh one is string reverse function. These functions are very important for 5 marks, so give attention on this string reverse, these string handling functions. And last concept in this chapter is the table of strings. We often use a list of character strings, such as a list of names of a student in a class. Suppose till now we have worked with one-dimensional strings only. If you want to work with a two-dimensional string, then we have to suppose to use tables of strings. For example, student of 30 15, it indicates 30 rows with 15 columns. 30 rows with 15 columns. So this question is asked in the last year. Please give attention on this. Okay, so if you want to display the tables of a string, then that string must be declared with rows and columns. That character arrays can be declared with rows and columns will indicates you can store each character in particular row with particular column. Okay, so here one of an example is given, character city. Here blank space is given. Yes, now we are seeing this. Please observe here tables of strings. Tables of strings means till now we have done only with one-dimensional character array strings. If you want to do the two-dimensional arrays, you can use the two scripts for your character array variable. In the two script character array variable, first one always represents the rows and the second one represents the column. You are storing in this, here it is equal to is there. So you are storing this value: 0th row first column, 0th row second column, 0th row third column, 0th row fourth column, 0th row fifth column. Likewise these values will be stored in, this is the first row first 0th column, first row second column, first row first column, first row second column, first row third column, first row fourth column, and so on. Like that, likewise it will be stored, right? So here one sample program is there. Just we'll see this sample program. Okay, yes, here one of a program is there. Programs actually not there. Let me explain this one program only, and rest program is not important. We will skip. You just go through it. Some of a program will come in your lab programs. Okay, yes, now we'll copy this program and I will explain this. Yes, here it is there. Okay, I'm removing. Now check it. Okay, so this is the table of string program. Table of string program. Here as define is using, as define means a symbolic constant. Please observe here, you have maybe symbolic constant. Symbolic constant means it will substitute the either integer or character or constant, right? Wherever the found is appear, it will be replaced with 1. Wherever the not found is appear, it will be replaced with 0. And here we are writing void main function, and we have not included our header files. We have to suppose to include our header files, that is hash include stdio.h, stdio.h, and hash include conio.h, and void main function. Here we are declaring the character array of variables. What is the name of a character array variable? Master list with 6 rows and 10 columns. We are initializing this array variables with Akshay, Parag, Raman, Srinivas, Gopal, Rajesh, and here it ends. Now if you are taking int I comma flag comma a means you are using sum of a looping statement. Now you are taking character your name of 10. You are declaring one character array variable. Okay, now you have to enter your name. So for that you are using scanf statement. You have to enter your name. Okay, now for the flag, here the flag variable is there. For that I am assigning the not found value is 0. Okay, now I am writing this for loop for I is equal to 0, I less than or equal to 5. Why it is 5? Because 1 2 3 4 5 6 is there. If it starts at 0 means less than or equal to 5 is given, and you are comparing whether whatever the name you have entered is present in this list or not. Suppose if I enter the Akshay is present, and I am comparing ampersand master list of, here you have to supposed to use ampersand master list of I comma 0. So 0 0 the location, 0 0 location, it consists of Akshay. So your name is Akshay, then a value is 0, you are found. Otherwise if it is not found, it will be displayed as trespasser. Okay, so let me save this file. This is trace.c I am giving, and I am opening my file. Alt enter and F3 trace.c. Now compile, no error, run. It is asking for enter your name. I am giving Akshay. Okay, what happened? So Alt F5. If you press welcome, you can enter the place because it is a consist, right? So here you have to give the clear screen, and before ending of the program, if my name is found, then it will breaks, and here it ends. Okay, get ch. So likewise you can work with tables of strings. Okay, so now let us see Akshay. If you enter the Akshay is found. Suppose if you enter my name which is not already initialized, if it is not initialized, then sorry, you are a trespasser. If it is not initialized, then if it is not found, then it is purely treated as a not found in our list, hence it is giving us trespasser. Okay, likewise you can work with the tables of string. So that is the end of this chapter. Just go through these sample programs are exist here, you just go through it, no problem. Okay, so that is the end of this program, and some of the questions are there, and also you just go through your previous question paper. If you have any doubts, please put in a comment box, in a chat box in our group, or personally chat me, personally put your doubts to me. Okay, see you in the next